Those of you who have not played my repack before, this is a single player repack. There's bots that you can hire out, you can do dungeons with them, battlegrounds with them, bunch of custom races that you can choose from, and yeah, but let's just go ahead and get right into it. I wanted to go ahead and show off the High Elves that I created recently, as they are probably one of my favorite races. As you can see, they have the typical skin options, they have some tattoo options as well. In terms of eye color though, they have purple, blue, and yellow. And the nice thing too that I've included in this repack is eye glows. So if you want purple eye glow because you have purple eyes, you can use that patch. If you have yellow eyes and you want a yellow eye glow, you can use that patch. Blue eye glow, or you can just not use an eye glow patch at all, which is fine. I'm gonna probably use one just for this video. So I went ahead and applied the yellow glow eye patch because I wanted to be more paladin-like. Thing that you'll notice about High Elves or Void Elves is that they all start out in Stormwind. That's because they have their own little quest line in Stormwind. And I've added a number of other quests as well for other races to do. Honestly, other races can do the High Elf quests, it's just I opted for Stormwind because it was different and they had an embassy here, so I figured I might as well make use of it. Anyway, one of the features about my repack is the various challenge modes. Obviously, you have hardcore mode, get a hardcore key and you can't die. You have slow and steady mode, which decreases your experience by 50% and you can't use a mount. Gradual warrior mode, which decreases your damage done and increases your damage taken. You have Iron Man mode, randomly attacked mode, which means you're attacked randomly. Pacifist mode, you can't kill anything. Diet mode, you can't eat or drink or use flasks or potions. What else? Nomad mode, you can't use a Hearthstone or use teleport spells. Taxation without representation, you get a 90% deduction in your gold earnings. Anyway, each of them comes with their own benefits and drawbacks. They all have their own rewards. Some of them are titles, some of them are wings, some of them are permanent stat bonuses that are minor. I'm going to go ahead and do hardcore mode. I'm going to do also slow and steady mode. I'm going to do randomly attacked mode. I'm going to do diet mode. And I'm going to do nomad mode. I just like pain and suffering. So yeah, anytime you try to use your Hearthstone in nomad mode, it will cancel the spell cast once you reach the actual end of the spell cast. So that's it. So certain challenge modes you can't group with, like the pacifist mode, but anyway, I'm just gonna do this for now. So we go into the main embassy area, and we notice that Cloverly has a quest for us, which is flowers for a friend. Basically, she wants us to take some flowers to a friend of hers who is all the way over in the Stormwind Cemetery. So again, one other thing about this repack is that it includes expanded map data. So there is a cemetery in Stormwind now. Anyway, we gotta go pick up the flowers, and then we're gonna go talk to her friend. Also, if you want more backstory on each elf, you can actually speak to them and see what they have to say about who they are, what they do, and then if you make it through the dialogue, they give you a buff. So, kind of fun. Right now, it actually looks like there's a Scourge event going on in Stormwind, where the Scourge are attacking, so I'm probably going to turn that off for a minute just for the sake of the video. One of the other things too is I have these boxes scattered all throughout Azeroth, where if you loot them, you get a bit of silver, you get some reward points, and you also get some experience. You can't get experience every time you loot them, and they also keep track of how many you've looted that are unique. You get different rewards based on how many you've looted. Well, while we head on over to the other side, I figured I might as well just talk to you guys a bit about stuff. So, Paladins all start out with Crusader Strike. They have been given a different talent in its stead. That's randomly attacked mode, by the way, so Stormwind I don't really fight back a whole lot typically, but yeah, I'll usually just run to a guard. But anyway, so you get Crusader Strike, And then in its stead, you actually get Divine Steed, which, if you've played Legion or the recent game, allows you to mount up in combat for a couple seconds, just sort of as an easy way to move about. Now, I also have Holy Leap. I don't know if some of you have seen that or not. I'm sure you have. This basically just lets you leap forward, increases your movement speed by 35%, and allows you to walk on water for a few seconds. High Elves also get this Soothing Resurgence ability. Basically allows you to regenerate health and mana out of combat. And it's got a 5-minute cooldown, so... Quel'Dorei Valor is basically a mini Divine Plea, I guess you could say. Other racials: Arcane Resistance, Priest Enchanting, Expertise increased by 3, increases your damage done by 2% and allows 8% of your mana regen to continue while casting. That's pretty much it. I'm working on redoing some of the other racials as well. It's just taking me a while to get there. Also, Barrels of Milk. Crates of food give you experience now. So does mining and herbing. Up until I believe I put it in as level 10, maybe level 15. Alright, so we're here at the flower shop and I just picked up the bouquet. Get this little buff from this lady. Sprinkles me with petals essentially for a minute. It's kind of fun. So yeah, I highly recommend actually looting stuff around the city that you notice, because it'll give you some experience, and this is especially useful if you're doing passive mode, where you can't kill anything anyway. So now we're just going to make our way down to the Stormwind Cemetery. So on the way to Stormwind Cemetery, I wanted to speak to Morris Lowry. He has his own quest now. Stew for the streets. Times are tough, no doubt about it, but that doesn't mean we can't find joy in the simple things, right? My friend Topper McNabb, he makes this stew. Squirrely rat stew it is. You wouldn't believe it, but it's the best thing you'll ever taste. So basically, he wants us to make a batch of squirrely rat stew for him. All we have to do is kill some squirrels and rats around the city. They actually give you some meat now every time you kill one. Quest gives you a new recipe for cooking, which is nice because it levels you up pretty far. So go ahead and pick up this quest too. This guy basically wants us to take his fish over to the Pig and Whistle. We're gonna head over there eventually anyway, so I might as well just pick up the quest. So yeah, obviously this is all new area. Not still adding things to it. But I've started to make some more use out of things here in Stormwind, so at least things are starting to feel a little bit more populated in some of the extra areas. Go ahead and kill some of these squirrels while I'm here in the cemetery. A hidden chest here. And randomly attacked again. So you got patrolling people here in the cemetery now. And this lady who is over here at King Lane's tomb. I just designated this as King Lane's tomb for the heck of it. Basically, she talks about her connection with King Lane. Get to choose a belt. As we honor the fallen, my senses are clouded by an unsettling aura. Shadows are whispering, Dinkle. They don't scare me, but they are not to be taken lightly. High Priestess Aquila Empyrean is wise in the ways of both the light and shadow. Seek her counsel at the High Elven embassy. Tell her of the shadows that stir there, and heed her wisdom well. So, we basically just gotta get back to the Elven Embassy. Yeah, as far as new NPCs go, I tried to add some new dialogue for them, or some way to interact with them, so Go ahead and kill some rats on the way there. So these two models in particular are from Alistair's creations. Thought they were really good models, so I implemented them. So an ebb and flow of light and shadow. There are two halves of the whole. So basically, the deal with this, or the Empyrean Void or the Exiled Enclave, is that they are balanced between light and shadow, because Void Elves are part of the order, and they're basically an exiled order from Kel'Thalas, obviously. Then basically she wants us to collect some crystals from the cathedral, bring back to her because they can be put around the city to form a barrier against the shadow. Another thing about the repack too is I do have 3D belts. You can equip them or unequip them as you see fit. Whenever you equip one, you'll learn it as a spell so that you can use it on transmog. I'm trying to find a better way to implement that, but for right now that's just what I've got. So then we go ahead and head back over here. There is a chest right about here somewhere. Where did I put it? I think up there. You can climb these boxes to get here, but I am a paladin, so I can leap wherever I want. And of course, we got randomly attacked. The custom quests I put in do not have markers on the map. That's intentional. I wanted to go more for the vanilla experience where you actually have to read context clues and figure out where to go. Part of the repack is really just about discovery, so I like to put in things that you actually have to look for in the game. Alright, so we have our 5 meats, and we're going to just go ahead and turn this in. What's this? You've got something for me then. Aha, fresh meat. You've got an eye for quality. I'll give you that. Morris tells me you're to thank for this. Well then, prepare yourself for the best stew you've ever tasted, my friend. So this will give you 75 health over 18 seconds, and gives you stamina and spirit, and I can't use it because I am on diet mode, so I can't use any food or water or potions or anything like that. Any sort of consumable, really, that I have to ingest through my mouth. So, for some of the challenge modes, when you fail the challenge, you get a 7-day debuff that is unique to that challenge that you failed. Used to make it so that you got banned anytime you died in hardcore mode, but I didn't want people losing their characters, so I just removed that, and instead we just do 7-day debuff now. Right, so we are here at the Cathedral of Light. I wanted to also show off the Scourge Event Vendor. So you get various Lich runes and whatnot for participating in these Scourge events that happen every so often. And you also get some cosmetic items as well. So purple perfume, some of those transmog sets, you get the mask. Anyway, there's just a lot of transmog, mostly for those. So there's these little crystals on the table that you have to loot. And you just go about the cathedral looking for them, and eventually you'll have 5 of them. Well, looks like I just got a bunch of them to appear. There's like 5 right there. Let's help the matron before she dies. She's level 10, so she's probably fine. About to die. If I die, I lose hardcore. Alright, so here we are turning in the quest. We're gonna go ahead and pick some hands, gloves, I guess you could say. So she infuses the crystals. Preparations are complete. Now for the vital part. Aquila, may I have a word? The messenger who just arrived has brought some intriguing information that demands immediate attention. Could I borrow your person? And she's like, yeah, make sure that you distribute the crystals throughout the city. So, we didn't have to go and distribute all the crystals throughout the city, which is fine. Skipped that quest intentionally because I had other, more interesting things I wanted to do at this point. It felt like there was probably too much running around. So anyway, the new quest that I have has you just go talk to this person over here.
Hello.
Now we're going to go to the rogue area. Awesome, got 2 barrels of milk. There's a chest over here by the Flight Master as well. Chests are probably helping me get ahead when it comes to gold because they do give a significant amount of silver. But I'm going to need that advantage as much as I can get. Alright, so we're here at SA7. There's a couple chests in here that only rogues can get because of their grappling hook ability. Actually get them if you figure out a way to get up there. But also a grappling hook that you get for a short duration for another quest. Showcase later, but for now, I'm just going to the very top to get this chest. Right now I have gold rates probably set to a little high. I should switch them to 1x, but whatever. This is Rayless Silent Step. She's also from Alistair's creations. She has the legendary rogue damage, which I'll probably make it available at some point in the game. Cipher. It appears to be laced with shadow magic. Danger may be closer than we think. If you don't pick the item for transmog in a quest, you'll still get the transmog for it anyway. First quest is, the information contained in the cipher is more revealed than imagined. Details numerous schemes and implicates a range of individuals. Plot by the Defias Brotherhood right within our city. Cannot delay our response. Shockingly, it appears that some of the local guards have been aiding these criminals. Our first order of business is to cut off their entry and stop the flow of dangerous contraband. Approach the Stormwind guards with caution and interrogate them. We need to uncover the Defias Brotherhood's secret entryway. City and seal it off. Be ready for anything. This is basically your SI7 type quest that we're going to be doing for the rest of the introductory quest. Notice that I changed some of the expert training dummies to be Blood Elves because why not? So yeah, we get an interrogation item, which is kind of nice that it shows up in your quest. You can pretty much do everyone else. That was quick and easy. Had to, alright, have mouths to feed at home. They paid us a bit to turn a blind eye. Getting in over the wall behind the High Elf embassy. Please, just don't throw me in jail. So typically, that takes a couple tries, but we got it on the first try, so it's okay. 17% chance. And that's fine. Talk to Rayless once again. Some shoulders. Getting shoulders this early in the game is pretty awesome. She says the oversight on our part is indeed unfortunate. Our honor might be slightly tarnished, but let us swiftly address the situation and restore our reputation. Without delay, make your way to the back of the embassy, investigate the wall, and root out the sneaky Defias infiltrators. Hate or incapacitate any who cross your path. So then we get a cloak. Just gonna go back to the High Elf embassy and see what we can find over there. I'm going to be making it a point to actually play the game more often. I feel like I just haven't been able to play the game as much as I'd like to lately. Part of that is because obviously I'm developing the server, right? So I'm creating new content, I'm doing all that. But I just need to take a little bit of a breather on occasion because I feel like I've done a lot of non-stop coding for the last 8 months or so. And it's starting to take its toll on me a little. I'm not saying I'm getting burnt out, I'm just saying I really want to enjoy the fruits of my labor, so. Fight this guy. Anyway, the mobs that spawn will be of your level. They'll also be close to your health, so this is to try to make them a little bit more fair. Sometimes they'll be easier, sometimes they'll be a little bit harder. Butt kicked, so. This is the Soothing Resurgence spell. Nice for me since I can't eat or drink. And see, I can't actually loot the same game object twice and get experience for it, but still worth looting things, just in case you didn't get experience for it before. Probably good to have handy notes for stuff like that. Normally when you start out in the game, you're actually given a 30% mount, but for slow and steady mode, that gets taken away from you. So start out with a pet that allows you to repair and do all that fun stuff. That gets taken away from you too. Get the cheat stone taken away from you, which summons NPC trainer and stuff like that. So basically you have to do everything the hard way in slow and steady. Now I'm also doing it without having to die, and without being able to eat or use a hearthstone, and with no money. So we're here at the embassy. We're gonna go to the back, just all along over here. Again, this is a new area, kind of fun. Guess if you wanted to have a little romantic date with someone, you'd come out here and look out over the waters. Bushes, but that's okay. Couple chests over here. I know where at least one of them is. So good at finding these chest guys, because not like I made it or anything, but a fox. I'm gonna put him as part of a quest later on. We'll see. See as we approach this area that there are some Defias patrolling around. A little bit cautious. I'm in hardcore mode. Eldor Valor, by the way, so I'm in major trouble. So I've got randomly attacked mobs. Got hardly any health left. And I'm totally probably gonna die, so. Alright, out of combat. Great. Fortunately, I have to probably clear some of these mobs that were spawned, so. For some reason, though, the mobs that were spawned only have 8 health. Funny little bug, but whatever. Just didn't calculate the health correctly before I switched zones again. Happens periodically, so. Oh, you know what it was? Bet you I have to redo the script so that it accounts for 100% of my health. I'll fix that later, I guess. Nice thing about low levels is like you don't really need to sit and drink and eat a whole lot anyway because your regen is just so high. Oh. Sure, I'll start feeling the pinch a little bit more once I reach level 10. We got 3 boys that we need to pull. Just leveled, so that's helpful. Should probably go pick up some. On this one. I'd say paladins probably a little bit OP comes to hardcore mode, but trying to get this done before the other ones spawn. I have to run. I'm gonna run again. Alright. Now granted, if I didn't have Crusader Strike at this level, it'd probably be a little bit more challenging, but a lot of classes have similar sort of benefits, I guess you could say, starting out. So. Alright, cool. So now we get the crate, bomb barrel. One of the quest objectives is to successfully burn the ladder. So we're going to go ahead and burn this ladder. So the bomb goes off and the things too is sometimes the spawned attackers persist, so it's not like you can just go around them. Alright, so we got 3 more. I'm probably just gonna run away. I'm making a pit stop over here at the Pig and Whistle. Randomly attackers following me, but we'll see if they get away. Let's fight one, that would be ideal. Love how no one helped me out in that. Alright. So what's this? It's delivery of fish. Perfect timing. Jared's seafood is a hit. So you see, even for quests I get reduced earnings, so just revised my randomly attack script to see if I can get some efficiency out of it. But we'll see if it works. Alright, so outstanding work. Your ability to swiftly deal with these defiant interlopers has proven invaluable. Their secret passage is no more. There is more to deal with. It's time we dealt with a few traitors. And I'm gonna go with stamina. So basically the cipher has revealed that there's some nobles involved in the scheme to do whatever it is that they want to do here in the city. Basically, there's these 2 nobles that we have to go talk to at Stormwind Keep. By the way, the transmogrifier in this server allows you to hide slots. So if you don't want to see a slot like chest, or if you don't want to see your shoulders, want to see your gloves for some reason, then you can hide those. By the way guys, my repack has a reforger, so if you want to use a reforging tool, you absolutely can. Basically, you could actually reforge every stat. So if you want to reforge stamina into intellect, you can do that. If you want to reforge intellect, you can do that. I know Cataclysm you couldn't do that, but I made it different because this isn't Cataclysm. And I wanted to make it more useful for certain specs. The other issue too is that like vanilla level gear and TBC level gear uses spell IDs for their stats, so the Reforger actually doesn't pick up on those, but it will pick up on Wrath stats. So that's why I wanted it to also pick up on things like stamina and intellect, because those 2 stats actually show up in the stat field on the item, so you can reforge those in vanilla. Also, you notice that I've increased the blessing durations. Seals also get a permanent duration. Eventually I'm going to have to just use a different route because there's way too many over there. So many defies heading my way. Alright. Hoping that I come across a guard, but yeah, that's unlikely. Keep just getting random attacks, so that's fun. Safety! Here's another one of Alistor's creations. Gilneas is also in the repack. I just need to flesh it out a bit more. The first noble is right here. I'm going to talk to him. I have a chance to yell something out to you. Actually hit pretty hard for the levels. Be too low of a level to deal with them, but we'll see. At least the other one. The other one's level 6. I guess Stormwind guards here, so it doesn't matter. But and then don't forget to loot them because you need the revealing letter. The other noble is over here. This gallery. Jeez, orange level. Might run. See if I can find a guard. He runs pretty fast. Awesome. Well, that didn't count, so we're gonna have to do that again. Foibled. Alright, so we're gonna do some damage, and then we're gonna run to the guards. Felt like I had sufficient damage last time, but I guess not. So. Alright, let's go. Cool, so we got kill credit for that. By the way, Stormwind Keep does have a number of hidden chests that are in the rafters, so if you're a rogue, I highly recommend swinging around. I wanted to make a pit stop at this resource trader, who you can actually buy herbs and basically everything from. Cool thing about him is that he has inflation built in. Further, he also has daily multipliers built in and times of day multiplier, so he'll be more expensive during peak times and less expensive otherwise. These numbers are also kind of shuffled a little bit just to add a little bit more variation, but yeah, it basically replicates what you would normally see in an auction house. Alright, so we are back to turn in the quest. Done outstanding work. The information you've uncovered is invaluable. Troubling to learn about the treachery within our own ranks, but thanks to you, we're one step closer to purging this corruption. We got a noble band. And my inventory is full. I'll get rid of some food since I can't use it anyway. And then that is the end until I can level up one more. So I'm going to go level up another level, and then I'll come back for more. I'll show you guys some of the other quests that I have going on in Stormwind first.